What does a small YouTuber's analytics look like? Let's find out. Hey everyone, I'm Katie of Joy Lily Music, and I am a small YouTuber. I don't know if my current subscriber count has shown that to you, but as of right now, I'm at 206 subscribers. I am not monetized, and I still work a full-time 9-to-5 job. I'm about as small time as they get. I thought, after having quite the spike in views, that I would show you guys my journey. At the beginning of every month, we are going to take a look into the previous month's analytics. So let's get started. I'm using a handy dandy microphone here. Hopefully you guys can hear me really well. Let's take a look here at my screen. We do see here that I do have it set for July. That being said, let's look at June. So June, real quickly, you'll see I had nothing, pretty much 1, 2, 0, 0, 4, 0, 1, 7. And then all of a sudden, on the 17th, I spiked to 74 views. And I didn't know this until probably around here, I want to say, I suddenly caught this. That spike was because of one video and one video only. It was the happy birthday tutorial. We're going to go ahead and take a look at how July has done so far. There are 3 top analytics that I like to look at for sure. The first thing I like to look at is my click-through rate. When it comes to my content or my channel, my click-through rate is very important to me. You can find that under content, and your click-through rate is here. This means how many times it is impressed upon somebody did someone click. In this case, for every 100 people, 3.4 people clicked on my videos. And that seems low, and that's fine because I'm still experimenting, and I am actually experimenting with different videos to see what the click-through rate changes can be. We will have another video about why I make the changes I make and what progress I see. If you guys are interested in that, you're welcome to put that in the comments. I would love to know if you guys want to see that. The second analytic I like to look at is the retention, also known as view duration. So what that means is how long on my videos are people watching. You can see that on the same screen as content. I'm going to go to overview. There's a little bit more to what I'm looking for when it comes to the view duration. So here I can see that on average in the month of July, people viewed about 2 minutes and 23 seconds or 33.4% of the video. Now this is a tutorial. I kind of expected that. When it comes to tutorials, music tutorials or crochet tutorials, you're gonna have some weird statistics compared to your larger YouTube channels. The reason for that is people are rewatching sections because they wanna learn it. They are stopping it a lot of times and they might not come back to finish the video because they got what they wanted. You are providing a tutorial or a video that walks people through something that they might need to practice a few times. You do want people staying on your video, but you wanna know where they drop off. We're gonna look a little bit further into what specifically I look at per video. The third analytic, and this is kind of important, guys, the third analytic I like to look at is our last 48. So here on the right hand side of your analytics, you have your real time updating for the live count, and you have your last 48 hours of views. I love to look at this specifically. I will click on see more. What this tells me is what has been successful in the last 48 hours. And we can see here that happy birthday has been successful for the last 60 minutes, absolutely. But I can also see that my I'm Yours tutorial is picking up a little speed, and my Riptide strum patterns is in third place here. The full tutorial for Riptide in the last 48 hours is not picking up as much steam as the strum pattern. So this kind of gives me an insight into what is exactly working right now. This can change, and that's why you want to check this every couple days. Check your 48 hours to see if maybe a different video is suddenly picking up. Then you want to look at why it's picking up. I'm going to go ahead and actually open Happy Birthdays analytic. The first thing again that I'm going to look for is that click-through rate. Right here I got 4.2. Now this is for the since published. I'm going to go to July only. So for July, it was 3.9%. So it did drop a little bit. If I actually click on it, I can see that it was pretty high at the beginning of the month at 8.1% and then kind of stabilized around here. That just means I might need to make a change to the thumbnail. I might need to make a change to the title, and I will experiment with those things to see what I can do. I want to see a 5% or better click-through rate personally. Again, the second thing I'm going to look at is the engagement, which is going to be that view duration. I can see here the view duration is 2 minutes and 23 seconds, which is a little bit similar to the channel view duration. I can see it's pretty stable. I can also see here, if I look at this, that I get a huge drop down during my intro stinger. So watch, we're going to kind of take a look here. So that's a huge drop until I get to the actual information. Then I start to level out. So I can take from this, I need to not introduce anything. Don't introduce the song other than to say its name. Don't introduce myself, just get right into the information. So that's kind of what I did on Riptide. Hey everyone, we are going to learn how to play Riptide by Advanced Joy. So the first thing we want to do is I looked at those things and noticed that each of my videos that had an intro, 50% of people that came on it either leave or push forward to find more information that they want. So this is important to look at, is your viewer duration and exactly where they're dropping off. And the last thing, of course, is the last 48, which I already showed you what to look at for that. Now, I'm still in the experimental stage. I'm tiny. I don't have any problems with putting something new out there, so maybe I'm going to put out a skit that specifically targets the funny aspects of a ukulele player. And I'll probably be experimenting a little more with tutorials. I'll be seeing if just the full tutorial or if just individual videos for chords, strums, all of that, if that's going to be more successful. I'm also going to be bringing in some originals. It's interesting to see what happens with those. I will say, based on my analytics that I've seen so far, cover songs are not 100% where it's at. I would start with tutorials to get people to your channel, then start presenting the cover songs. We'll see. I'm still learning. So the point of this video is to show you someone who's still learning. Let's just see how that works, right? So for the month of July, let's take a look at some differences here. For the month of July, I did get 10,463 views. I cannot believe that many people watched my stuff. Let's see how that differs from June. June only saw 1,355 views. I can't believe that difference. I mean, this is a really cool feature of the analytics, is you can actually go to advanced mode. I should have showed you this a few moments ago. And you can do a compare to. And I like to do period over period. Before I do period over period though, I am going to make this July again. And then compare to period over period, it'll pull up June. Now this is absolutely fascinating to me. Look at how different these lines are. The purple is how June went and the blue is how July went as far as people viewing. I've not been under 100 since July 1st, I don't think. No, under 200, but still. 276, this is the closest, 203, 200. First of all, if you're watching this and you're one of those 200, thank you. If you are any of the people from June, thank you. I think it's starting to hit me right now how much growth is happening. So mid-June is when things really took off, and July is, I don't know what to expect right now. So I'm going to keep experimenting with some things. We're going to take a look at how everything expands. I will say, let's go ahead and head back to the analytics channel here. A major difference was that this would have a lot of nobody at all, and then a big spike maybe. This has been consistently filled with at least one view. I think 3 or 4 has been my minimum for a few weeks now, but it's been consistently filled the whole time. I'm in shock. Every time that I open up my analytics, I'm like, I cannot fathom that 523 people are wanting to watch my channel, let alone 495 of them want to learn how to play Happy Birthday from me. I can't even picture that. Like, I'm still picturing 3 people in a classroom with me for me to teach them ukulele. I can't picture 520 of them. This is amazing. I can't believe it. I'm gonna keep reporting my analytics. I'm gonna keep showing you guys some things. If you want me to kind of dig deeper into how I read my analytics, I can definitely do a video on that. I am gonna keep this channel more about the music, but once a month we are going to look at the analytics, because when I started trying to find videos on how to grow your music channel, it was almost impossible to find. Everything's about growing your YouTube channel that's a vlog channel, or your YouTube channel that's about growing your YouTube channel, and that's not what we're wanting to do when we're wanting to share music. We want to share our music, we want to share our soul, a piece of our soul, and we want people to want to see that, yes, but for some of us, we also want others to want to feel comfortable sharing a piece of their soul. And for me, that's music. And for a lot of musicians that are trying to figure out what to do with YouTube, I get the feeling that they're struggling to find a starting point. If you gained anything from this, or you just found it interesting, go ahead and press subscribe, click that notification bell, give it a like, and leave a comment down below what you liked about this video, if you thought it was interesting to see the statistics of a small YouTuber, or if you have a question. You know, maybe you have a video idea and you don't know what kind of titles you could use, or you are curious what somebody else thinks about a video idea or anything like that. Leave comments. I'll help. I mean, I work full-time and I'm a full-time mom, but I'll help when I can. At least while I have the ability to, I will. Right now, at 206 subscribers, I will help. Thank you so much for watching this. Bye. Go change the stuff from the washer into the dryer. Don't forget that stuff. Bye.